Left-Wing Kingz. Listen, think, act, repeat.
With all of the recent violence in the Middle East, Israeli leaders are under immense pressure to protect Israeli citizens and maintain a perception of strength. Any sign of hesitation or perceived weakness in dealing with Iran could severely damage their political standing. So, Ace, with Israel facing threats from Hamas, Hezbollah, Iran, and others, what perception might they create if the politicians from Israel do nothing?
I mean, you kind of said it. I mean, they'd be obliterated. You know what I'm saying? They'd be like, none of those countries over there are like trying to save them. You know what I'm saying? Or trying to work with them. They want them going. And like I said, I don't make it a history class. You go back to the 40s when they set it up. We pretty much after World War II cut out a chunk of the land and say, here, we're going to bring European Israelites here, and we're going to let, this is going to be the country, you know, henceforth, quote unquote, this is the Holy Land. But people already own that land, occupying it.
Mm-hmm. Sound like America and the Indians.
Yeah, that's why. I mean, that's where the fight's coming from. You know what I'm saying? I mean, push comes to shove. If you go back, rewind history, and all the wars they have come from the simple fact that after World War II, we said, this is yours now. And a lot of people that were displaced from the Nazis, we planted them there. You know what I'm saying? Well, a lot of them actually went over there, but we basically gave them that land. You know what I'm saying? And henceforth, like I said, this thing is just big. It's been happening forever. So when and if they did nothing, they would be gone. You know what I'm saying? Right. Or at least heavily influenced to where they would have no power. You know what I'm saying? So.
Yeah, it definitely creates a perception of weakness, and that would be domestically and internationally, you know, so can't do that. And then you have maybe other enemies, you know, embolden future actors in the game, and then pushing their boundaries further, I guess, because now they have that small piece, right? And then it just gets smaller and shrinks until they're completely displaced. But like you said, it's difficulty because when you think about the historical factors on how those people got there, that's where I think a lot of the anger and resentment and hostility comes from. So it just makes it different. So,
well, the Middle Eastern countries don't agree on a lot of things, but it's one thing they do agree on. That's getting rid of Israel. That's one thing. All of them line up for that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So it would be if they're in a position where they can't not do nothing. Right. You know what I'm saying? Now, they might want a little overboard, but they can't sit there and just not do anything. It's just no way, you know, just what it is.
I'm just going to say it from this perspective. Politicians want to stay politicians. These motherfuckers never want to get voted out. And if you could do anything to maintain your influence and your power and the money that comes with being a politician, you're going to maintain it. And showing weakness and not retaliating is not going to help you in the next election, bro. So if you are if you're getting a lot of political pressure from your citizens, from companies over there that like, hey, I'm here in Israel. I need, look, food, just like we got the NRA and healthcare, they got the same shit over there. Do you think these motherfuckers want to be over there and having their shit exploded and their employees killed and shit like that? So they're putting pressure on the politicians as well. And they're creating a perception of strength over weakness by attacking. And they don't want to get displaced from their political position. And they also don't want, like, more countries, to your point, to join in. They got enough hate. Like you said, they ain't got nobody over there like them. Right now, you only got 3 motherfuckers against you. Yeah. But you show weakness, you may have 5 or 6 coming at your ass next. You know what I'm saying? So you can't just sit back and do nothing. And when the United States steps up every time, and we listen to, because we're not hearing the whole story. I'm going to tell you that right now. Right. We're hearing the United States wants you to show restraint because, and they have good reason, the oil and the Strait of Hormuz, where all the shipping goes through for the oil and shit like that. We don't want to disrupt that, and then our prices go up for oil. That's about us.
Selfish.
You know what I'm saying? That's about us, and maybe even the rest of the world too, because the world uses oil. But it ain't about them. These motherfuckers care about them. They don't care about all that other shit. They probably got, look, motherfucker, I can walk over here and get me some oil, nigga, if I want some. I ain't worried about that shit. Y'all worried about everybody else but us. And the political pressure that these politicians are getting, and you put it into context for what really impacts them, then the political pressure means a lot more to them than it does the things that we care about politically. So
Yeah, it ain't no coincidence that Russia's at war right now, and they control a whole bunch of oil also.
Yeah.
So, and you got Iran now attacking Israel, making it crazy there. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
it's
Well-
nothing happens without coincidence, man. You know what I'm saying? There's always a grand scheme behind everything. We just ain't figured it all out yet.
Well, I got a grand scheme. The like button. Click it. Click the like button. Okay. And also subscribe to Left Wing Kings if you want to see more content like this. Share this content on all of your social media platforms out there. All right. So the next reason is the distrust of diplomacy.